What's up guys, the Strong Boys 19 here. This is going to be my update video on albums and different stuff that I've purchased from the previous month, which was September. It is now the beginning of October. Can you believe that? It's insane that 2024 is whizzing by way too fast. But nevertheless, I hope you guys are doing very well amongst yourselves. Self-believing in positivity, taking care for one another. A lot of the stuff that I've picked up are from different bands, and there's one band in particular that I've been getting into. I'll show you guys who it is towards the end. I'm going to start with the cassettes first because I have decided to purchase some more stuff for my Black Sabbath collection, as well as some more stuff for my Slipknot collection. Let's start with the cassettes first. So 5 of these albums are from the later period of Black Sabbath's discography. One of them is from the beloved Dio era, but most of them are from the Tony Martin period. The first one is The Eternal Idol, which for many Black Sabbath fans know, who have seen my reviews and the re-ranking, that this is my favourite Tony Martin Black Sabbath album. I still love it. I actually did revisit this album on YouTube, and it is awesome. It's near perfection. I didn't purchase these cassettes to play them because cassettes are very sensitive to try and listen to the music, but I decided to buy them for the collection anyways. That's The Eternal Idol. The next one is Headless Cross, which was the first Black Sabbath album to be released through the IRS Records label, as well as with the other albums, before the Tony Martin period came to an end in 1995. The original pressing of this album on vinyl is extremely difficult to get a hold of. Same with Cross Purposes. So as of right now, they're just beyond impossible. Headless Cross is a really good album. Some Sabbath fans pick this as their favourite in the Tony Martin era. Here is Tear. Brilliant album, another one of my favourite Sabbath albums. 4 out of 5 of these cassettes, by the way, are UK pressings. Dehumanizer. The album that was released with the Mob Rules lineup, and it's the one that was supposed to have Tony Martin with the band involved, but Ronnie James Dio was brought back in. And I think this is a very underrated, favourable Black Sabbath album for me. And the last one is Cross Purposes. This pressing was made in Holland. Another awesome Sabbath album. I don't have Forbidden yet. I did see that cassette on eBay, but I decided to pick these cassettes for now. Most of these are from the same seller, so I'm going to hopefully come back to the same eBay seller to see if Forbidden is still up for sale. So that is the Tony Martin and the Dehumanizer album by Black Sabbath on cassette. Now we go into the stuff that I've picked up for my Slipknot collection. A couple of promos, and the first one is Vermilion, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest top favourite Slipknot songs of all time for me. This does include the single mix and the full-length 5-minute single mix. Here is the disc. To find the promos of The Nameless and Vermilion Part 2 are extremely rare, so I haven't got those, hopefully, yet. Here is the Psychosocial promo, which contains 2 different versions of the track, and it has the track of All Hope Is Gone. I do have the Sulphur promo, which I have shown from a previous update video. Now here is the second of the strictly limited edition picture disc versions of my favourite Slipknot song of all time, Before I Forget. This features, obviously, Before I Forget and a live version of 3-0. I do have the other one, and I've had that forever, as well as the Left Behind picture disc. I have the Vermilion picture disc, which I've shown a few months back, and now that I have this for the Volume 3 era. And the last item for my Slipknot collection is a poster that was made at the time to celebrate 25 years of Roadrunner Records. So I will do a quick jump cut to show you what the poster looks like. Here is the poster, which is basically an enlarged look of the band themselves. If you have seen the promo CD of Before I Forget, it's basically just that, only enlarged. There's the 25th anniversary Roadrunner Records special logo and Slipknot's logo at that corner. And the other side is just basically a lot of articles of other Roadrunner Records released albums from bands like Sepultura, Fear Factory, Killswitch Engage, Slipknot, of course. But I absolutely adore this poster, and it is one of my favourites. There's the Metal Hammer magazine logo over there as well. I am really pleased to have this. I will be collecting a lot more, but this is my latest poster that I decided to purchase. Now we go over to the records part of the update. The first one is an album that was available for pre-order a few months ago. Well, more than that actually. And I did pre-order an album bundle. This is from a band who I am friends with, who have been signed to one of my favourite record labels, being Century Media Records from Germany. I'm really pleased to be not only friends of this band, but they have released their very first debut album through Century Media. Harriet's brand new album, Devoured by the Mouth of Hell. These hype stickers are just really cool to look at. It's a limited transparent red coloured vinyl. And I am going to be doing an album review of this album for the band. It's just amazing to me that I have been a fan of this band for more than a few years before they were signed to a major, very popular, well-regarded record label. I have reviewed their EP of Profound Morality, which was brilliant, by the way. And I know that this album is just this hugely maddening, brutal, savage beast of an album. I will not say a lot more than that for now, because I want to review this album for the band. And not only that this was a vinyl pressing, I also have got a picture of the album's artwork that was signed by the band themselves. It does come with the lyric sheet on the inside as well, So that is absolutely amazing. And the t-shirt is the album cover of Devoured by the Mouth of Hell. The band's logo is right here. I'm just going to do my best to show you guys what it looks like. There it is. So I am extremely happy for Harriet that they've released this fantastic debut album, and I hope you guys are going to check out that band. They have come a long, long way, and they have been interviewed and was given shout-outs by really great people, and they have also supported some of my favourite bands of all time. The last record for the update is Soulfly's Totem. I did see Soulfly for the first time more than a few weeks ago, and they were brilliant. It was just an honour to see one of my most favourite metal icons, Max Cavalera. Mike Leon on the bass is also another amazing bass player for anyone to check out. Max's son on the drums was just fantastic. I almost bought their album Savages, but I decided to pick up this one because I have reviewed it. I did play this album after the gig, and it's still a very, very good album from Soulfly. They've always been one of my favourite bands in general, really, since I was a teenager. So that is Totem by Soulfly. And now I'm going to go to the band that I've not mentioned or talked about at all until right now to finish off this update. Here is this CD bundle that I decided to purchase on eBay, and the band that I'm going to share with you right now to finish off the update is Paradise Lost. I've always heard a lot of great things about this band from different people, and gothic metal, gothic rock, is a style of music that I have been fascinated to check out. I obviously know Typo Negative, but Paradise Lost had been known as one of the founders of the genre, gothic metal. They have made different sounding albums along the way, but I am really interested to know which Paradise Lost album is your favourite for any fan out there who's watching this video. They're not in order, by the way. I started with this album, Draconian Times, beautiful artwork, and I loved the album pretty much straight away. It blew me away, and not only the album artwork really got me interested to check out this band's discography, but the music was another amazing part about this band. I was beating myself up to think, why have I not discovered this band years ago? I should have done that, because Paradise Lost are becoming another one of my favourite bands. This is an amazing album. Here's my second favourite Paradise Lost album, 1 Second. This is the Digipack version. It is an awesome album. This Digipack version contains the bonus track of I Despair. Here is this album called Lost Paradise. I haven't played this one yet, but I am really interested to know what the sound of Paradise Lost was like. I believe they were like this death metal, death doom type of band before they went into the continuation of the gothic metal sounds. Here is Host, which is a completely instant change of pace and music, that's for sure. This is very much inspired by one of my other all-time favourite bands, being Depeche Mode. Well, this was known as one of the least favourites for many fans, and I really liked this album upon first listening. Here is this release, Reflection, which was recorded live in London. I believe this is from the 1 second period before they went and made this. Here's another live album called At the Mill. It contains the second disc, which is a Blu-ray release. So I'm pretty much this new beginner fan of Paradise Lost, but so far, from what I've been listening to, I am really digging this band's stuff. I believe this CD is German, by the way, because of that sticker, and yet Nuclear Blast is a German record label, because most of the other stuff from Paradise Lost at the time were released through Music for Nations. Here is Icon, another really good album from the band. Some people see this as a classic. And the last one is this, Say Just Words single, which contains a few tracks, including the Say Just Words album version. But yeah, the Draconian Times album is my favourite Paradise Lost album, along with 1 Second. But I am so pleased that I have decided to discover Paradise Lost. I am looking forward to check out their other albums as well. And with that being said, guys, that is the last bunch of stuff. The CD bundle of Paradise Lost. That is it for my update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.